Business insurance for handmade, private label, and contract manufacturer with Victoria Warren Jackson. Introduction. I would like to begin by saying that I am not an expert. I just like sharing information to help others, which is why I have created this video. So in this video, I will do my best to cover important details about obtaining business insurance. You have to get the right coverage for your business. I own a beauty business, but the information in this video can be used by any business owner, and I do hope that this video helps to minimize your stress. Make sure that you understand the difference between handmade, private label, and contract manufacturer. Here are some definitions. First of all, handmade. An easy definition for handmade is you make the product with your own hands. Another easy definition for handmade is you make the product all yourself. Handmade means that your product is handcrafted. If you make your product at home, then it's handmade. Private label. An easy definition for private label is you use a stock formula from a manufacturer and you add your label without adding any ingredients to the formula. Another definition for private label is you use a stock formula from a manufacturer and you add your ingredients plus your own label. Some insurance companies, they consider this process as handmade and private label. For private label, if you private label, you need to ask your supplier if they can add you to their policy for general and product liability insurance. Ask about the umbrella insurance. It is not unusual for a private label supplier to offer an additional insured status. If you do not ask, they will not tell. Once again, if you purchase the product from a supplier and you add your own label, this means that you private label. If you purchase the product from a supplier and you add your own ingredients, it is still considered private label. For example, you purchase a melt and pour soap and then you add essential oils to this base. That's private label. This information is important to have when you are in the process of getting a quote. You want to get an accurate quote. So you definitely need to know the difference between private label, the different types of private label, or what an insurance company considers to be private label. Contract manufacturer. An easy definition for contract manufacturer is you outsource your formula to another manufacturer. Contract manufacturer also means another manufacturer makes the product that based on your ingredients. So you provide the ingredients and then another manufacturer will make your products. If someone else makes your product, it is contract manufacturing. Contract manufacturer means non-handmade. So suppose your business starts growing and you start getting a lot of customers and you can no longer fulfill the orders, then you would seek help and you would allow a manufacturer to help and assist to make your products. When you contact the insurance company, you need to explain if your product is handmade, private label, or contract manufacturer. Who needs business insurance? If you own a business, you need business insurance to protect yourself. What if you do not sell products? Do you still need business insurance? The answer is yes. For example, if you are a makeup artist, a massage therapist, or a cosmetologist, you still need to have business insurance. In this case, you would get professional liability insurance. You may also want to include personal property coverage at an additional cost. Who needs business insurance? If you are doing business as an LLC or a corporation, you still need business insurance. If you are doing business as a sole proprietorship or a joint partnership, you still need to have business insurance. If you have a retail location or storefront, you need business insurance. Remember, It does not matter how your business is registered, LLC, corporation, sole proprietorship, joint partnership. If a claim is filed against your business, insurance will be used before they sue you personally. Your policy responds first to the problem. Insurance companies provide defense and protection. Defense can include attorney fees. The cost to pay the attorneys will come from the policy. If you do not have business insurance, someone can sue you and your personal assets. General liability insurance covers the following. So if you have a store and if someone trips and falls, your general liability insurance will cover that. If you are a beautician and you accidentally burn a client with the curling iron, your general liability insurance will cover that situation. If you are a handyman and you damage someone's property, your general liability insurance will cover that particular situation. What does product liability insurance cover? Okay, so here's some examples. If there is a recall on your product liability insurance covers. If someone has an allergic reaction to your product liability insurance will cover. If your product has a choking hazard, then product liability insurance will cover. Did you know some insurance companies do not cover anything pertaining to handmade or private label? Some insurance companies do not cover any products that are applied to the skin. So when you call in, you need to be very clear about what your products are and what the purpose is for your products. Did you also know if you have several different products, you do not want to get multiple policies? Your goal is to cover your business with one policy. For example, your shampoo is contract manufactured. Your soap is handmade. It is cheaper to work with an insurance company that will provide you with one policy as opposed to shopping around getting several different policies based on your products. Get ready because I'm getting ready to provide you with a list of questions you should ask the insurance company before you purchase business insurance. So I have a list of questions that I'm going to provide you, and make sure you review these questions because when you call the insurance company, you want to make sure you are knowledgeable or at least sound knowledgeable and you are prepared to get that right quote or an accurate quote. So this is list one. When you find an insurance or a business insurance you are considering, call the insurance company. Ask them what policy your product qualifies for. There are restrictions based on your products. So for example, all insurance companies do not insure candles because fire is involved. When you call the insurance company, make sure that you inform them that your product is private label, handmade, or contract manufactured. Business insurance policies, they do vary depending on the product you manufacture and distribute. When you call the insurance company, ask about the numbers or the cost. For example, how much will you pay for the policy? You need to also ask about a payment plan. This is a second list of questions that you need to be familiar with when you call the insurance company. Ask what is the max for the year in coverage. For example, policies can be for 1 million, 2 million, 3 million or more, but you need to ask what is the coverage for the year. And obviously, the cheaper your policy, the less you will pay. If you choose a $1 million policy, you will pay less than you would pay for a $2 million policy. Another question that you need to be able to ask the insurance company is, how much is available per claim? So for example, how much is paid on a $1 million policy if someone files a claim? Ask the insurance company, is there a minimum annual revenue for the policy? For example, does your business need to earn a certain amount in revenue to maintain the policy or to keep the policy? This is list number 3. Most business insurance policies are for 1 year. You must renew to prevent expiration. When you call in to the insurance company, you need to ask about their renewal requirements. Can you renew online? Do they have an auto renewal process? Just make sure you are familiar with their renewal requirements. Do not forget, if your product is in a store, if it's in a marketplace, Whole Foods, or any other establishment, they may require $2 million or more in coverage. Ask the insurance company, can you add an additional insured if necessary or later? For example, if your product is sold in Walmart, they may ask you to add them to your policy. Ask the insurance company what the policy covers. For example, does the policy cover your product, customer damages, and rental space? And here's another list of questions that you need to be familiar with when you call to ask questions about business insurance. Once you purchase your policy, you need to ask the insurance company, can you access your policy documents online? It's easier if you can go online and access your certificate as opposed to having them send it out in the mail. Once again, if someone says that they got a bodily injury from your product, you need to ask the insurance company the most a policy will pay out. For example, $2 million per occurrence, $3 million per occurrence. How much will the policy allow them to pay out? You need to ask the insurance company, how high should your premium be? You need to know. Also, ask if the insurance company provides refunds. Ask your questions with confidence. Closed mouths don't get fed. Policy coverage. Your policy can cover general liability, personal property coverage for equipment and supplies, and professional liability. Also, there are other items that are covered with your policy, but you just need to have a long, good conversation with the agent when you call in. Here are some suggestions that I like to offer for you. If your product is sold in a store, they may ask you to add them to your policy. If they do not ask for insurance, do not offer it. If they do ask, add them. They may just ask for proof of your coverage. Check the insurance company's website before you call in. Business insurance information is typically found on a company's website. Some insurance companies, they allow their customers to purchase the business insurance online, so you may not even need to call in. They will allow you to purchase your business insurance policy online without ever calling in. But if you do need assistance, you need to make that call. Some more suggestions. Everyone needs general liability insurance. This insurance protects you if someone makes a claim against you or your property. And it doesn't matter if you are an LLC or a corporation. Remember, business insurance protects you first. Insurance is your first line of coverage. If you sell at fairs, at farmers markets, or on the internet, you need business insurance. Try to work with an insurance company that already provides insurance to other businesses like yours. If they do not understand your product, you might be charged higher rates. You do not need business insurance until your product is being used by another person. If you're still in the planning phase, you do not need business insurance as of yet. Some business owners will tell you not to get business insurance. It is important to remember, with business insurance, a customer can file an insurance claim and not a lawsuit. Here's some resources, and of course, there are many other companies out there that offer business insurance. These are just a few of the companies who offer business insurance. Veracity Insurance, Handmade Insurance, State Farm, and also Allstate. Business insurance is like having a comfort blanket. you can sleep comfortably knowing that you are protected. And I'm just telling you what I know.